In the quaint college town of Terre Haute, Indiana, a chilling mystery unfolded on September 15, 1972, that would remain shrouded in darkness for decades. A promising young student, Pamela Milam, disappeared without a trace during Indiana State University's Rush Week, leaving her friends and family in shock. Little did anyone know that this perplexing case would remain cold for years, only to be rekindled by the relentless determination of one man, Terre Haute Police Chief Sean Keane.
In sleepy Terre Haute, Indiana, the shocking murder made headlines. 19-year-old Pamela Milam was found by her father, stuffed in the trunk of her own car, tied up and strangled by a murder suspect who eluded police for 47 years.
Pamela Milam, a 19-year-old student with dreams of becoming an English teacher, had been enjoying the festivities of Rush Week as a member of the Sigma Kappa sorority. September 15, 1972, Pamela mentioned to her friends that she had needed to move her car, a seemingly innocent task that would change everything. She left Homestead Hall promising to return shortly, but hours passed and she never came back. Her friends assumed she had gone home, oblivious to the sinister events that were unfolding. Pamela didn't live on campus. Instead, she commuted from her childhood home, where she lived with her younger sister and parents. When Pamela failed to show up for work the following morning, her family grew deeply concerned. Her disappearance was entirely out of character, and worry gnawed at their hearts. On September 16th, two of Pamela's friends stumbled upon her 1964 Pontiac Le Mans in the parking lot, mere blocks away from where it had been the previous day. Inside the car, they made a gruesome discovery: Pamela's glasses. Alarmed, they called Pamela's house, and her father and sister, Sheila, rushed to the scene with a spare set of keys. When they popped the trunk, a sight met them that would haunt them forever. Pamela Milam had been mercilessly stuffed inside the trunk of her own vehicle. Her hands were bound behind her back, a gag had stifled her cries, and tape covered her mouth. A thin white rope, eerily similar to a clothing line, was tightly wound around her neck, matching the one used to bind her hands. Her body was covered in leaves and dirt, and the grim evidence was entwined within the layers of her clothing. Despite a thorough investigation by the police, there were no witnesses, and the case quickly went cold. At the scene, despite not knowing how far genetic materials collected from the crime scene would come to be so pinnacle in solving crimes, soil samples and various other materials were collected from the crime scene. A man named Robert Wayne Austin was arrested for unrelated assaults on campus, but investigators could never definitively link him to Pamela's horrific murder. Little did they know that the evidence they had collected would lie dormant for years, waiting for its moment in the spotlight. Fast forward to 2008, newly appointed Terre Haute Police Chief Sean Keane handed out cold cases to each of his detectives. Keane felt it was unfair that he didn't have a case, so he assigned himself the unsolved murder of Pamela Milam. Keane said that as soon as he opened the file, he couldn't put it down. He brought it home and irritated his wife by spreading out the crime scene photos in their living room. He tested the DNA found from the scene and tested it against the lead suspect, Robert Wayne Austin, but was able to quickly eliminate him. It wasn't a match. He worked the case for 11 years, manually eliminating hundreds of suspects, inching closer to the truth with each passing day. Tragically, Pamela's parents never witnessed any breakthroughs in the case before their passing. Their hope for justice lived on through Chief Keane's relentless pursuit of the truth. In 2018, Chief Keane made a pivotal decision that would either crack the case wide open or consign it to the cold case archives forever. He sent the last usable sample of DNA to Parabon Nanolabs, a renowned Virginia-based lab famous for its ability to reverse engineer family trees using DNA from companies like 23andMe and Ancestry.com. This very lab had played a crucial role in solving high-profile cases, including the identification of the Golden State Killer. Parabon worked its magic, connecting the DNA to a distant female cousin and from there meticulously constructing a family tree. As the branches extended, a single suspect emerged from the shadows: Jeffrey Hand. However, Chief's keen excitement was tempered by the revelation that Hand had already passed away. Yet, a reverse paternal DNA test confirmed with 99% certainty that Hand was indeed Pamela's killer. Jeffrey Hand had been 23 at the time of Pam's murder. Hand didn't live in Terre Haute, but he had lived there some years past. In 1972, Hand had been working for a Chicago-based record company, delivering records to stores throughout Illinois and Indiana. He was around the age of university goers. He was familiar with the area, and this may have contributed to how he escaped unnoticed. He was young. With his soft, boyish features and non-threatening appearance, Hand managed to elude suspicion. Less than a year after Pamela's death, Hand committed another shocking crime, picking up a hitchhiking couple, Jeffrey Thomas and his new wife. What followed was a horrifying ordeal that would mirror Pamela's fate in many ways. Hand forced the couple into a grain bin, demanded a ransom, and after waiting a while, Hand took Thomas out of his wife's sight. They were gone for a while, and while they were gone, she was able to escape the bin and run to a nearby home for help. When police arrived, they were able to easily arrest Hand. Hand also led them to Thomas's lifeless body that had been discarded in a weedy area. Thomas's autopsy revealed that he had been killed by a gunshot wound to the head, but had also been stabbed in the chest 8 times and had his throat slit. His hands had also been tied behind his back, much as Pam's has been. Hand never served time for slaying Jeffrey Thomas. At his trial, he was found not guilty by reason of insanity for both the murder and kidnapping charges. He was, however, committed to a state reformatory for 2 years. Hand's criminal journey took a darker turn in January 1978 when he attempted to abduct a woman from a mall parking lot. Fortunately, an off-duty deputy intervened, leading to a fatal confrontation. Hand shot at the officer, injuring him. The fire was returned, and Hand was wounded fatally as he ran away. Hand died as a result of his injuries in 1978. He was 29 at the time of his death. Pamela's family received a bittersweet closure, knowing that her killer, Jeffrey Hand, had not lived a full life. They found solace in the fact that he could never harm more young women. Yet they grappled with the knowledge that he would never face justice for the precious years he stole from them. As we look back on this chilling case, it serves as a testament to the power of perseverance and the evolving capabilities of forensic technology. Chief Sean Keene's unwavering dedication, even 47 years after Pamela's murder, finally brought justice to her memory and her family's hearts. The case of Pamela Milam, once hidden in the shadows, now stands as a testament to the tenacity of those who refuse to let darkness prevail. If you found this story as compelling as we did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more intriguing true crime stories and unsolved mysteries. And remember, there is no mystery too great, no puzzle too complex, and as long as there are dedicated individuals and advanced technology, justice will always have a chance to shine through. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the chilling depths of Pamela Milam's case, and we will see you in the next video as we continue to explore the mysteries that challenge our understanding of the world.